Hello, good morning and welcome to the AM News with me, Mapito Sibidi. In our first story, a majority of the local unions within the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, are kicking against a ruling by National Labour Commission asking the employees to return to their lecture halls. The NLC last week declared the industrial action of two teacher unions, UTAG and CTAG, as illegal. The Commission explains the aggrieved groups failed to exhaust due process, hence their action could not be upheld. However, after a marathon of meetings on Monday, Joy News is learning 14 out of the 15 local chapters of UTAG at the said meeting Monday voted to remain on strike. Prince Obingo Hima is president of CTAG.
Yeah, remember we have been consistent with the fact that the strike was activated by the National Council. So when the National Labour Commission gave its directive, we convened a council meeting, had a conversation with them on the matter. And council also has to go down to meet with the people to see the way forward. We have spoken to our lawyers who have advised us at this point. We won't make it public what our decision or what our lawyers have advised us to do. But all we can say is that council will make a determination on the fate of the strike action decision when we meet. And that will be one that will reflect the feelings of the people and what have you as to whether we are complying with the National Labour Commission directive or we are pressing hard the accelerator of that, especially when we have our own relatives, church members, family members, friends who are also part of the college. We are mindful of that. We are also mindful of the fact that a good number of us, our predecessors, have worked with our conditions of service from 2017 up to date. They've worked with our conditions of service and have retired. Some have died in abject poverty and all of that. So this thing we are doing is not as if we are insensitive. Being sensitive to the academic calendar and also what we have to do professionally, we also have to be sensitive to our future. I am hopeful that council will look at it and take a decision that reflects the interests of the.
Last week, the Ghana Water Company announced a nationwide water rationing exercise. The company said the situation has risen due to the high turbidity of the water sources it uses to produce water for our consumption. Illegal small-scale mining is one of the sources of the key problem, though government says it has done a lot to address the illegal mining menace. Here's a short feature showing the Galamsey problem in the Ashanti region.
Meet Kweku Bwedi, a 52-year-old farmer at Manso, Tontokrum, popularly referred to as Chinatown. It is a community in the Mansia South district of the Ashanti region. Bwedi has lived here all his life.
Well, Bruno, well, big a scaffy, what the animals were there, what the amount. No, I trust not send a quack. If we actually crum channel for ya, and pay for you do money channel for it to future to qua Massanina. Near your dog brodomo, who crumasi. Senina, boy, is a ina codo blue. In fact, such can I'm saying there a higher pie.
As the breadwinner of his family of 2 wives and 7 children, Kweku switched from fishing as his livelihood to crop farming because the rivers in the community are too toxic to support any form of aquatic life.
He said, as soon as the Galamsey by and sitting there, and Hono, so called 2 years, and soon I decade, you call from car near Fadia and first of 5 years, and call ye quiet, and should be the sa edico. It's so to and said, just so consensus you 15 at the Akofo. The Galamsey, in fact, are higher.
The river in which he undertook his fishing activity has almost dried up. The water looks brownish.
The Galamsey, the minimum, but the message I wish to come say, would be no be as somebody good, no. And we see a good son in my baby. I don't know how the Insaswede a deba.
The towns Manso Tontokrum, Aswade, Manso Edubia, Manso and other communities are all now loosely referred to as Chinatown. With flooded open pits, Tontokrom remains a dangerous mining enclave. Ekuya Fati is a mother of 6 and is worried about the safety of her children.
Dia ahame kakara ne se bi amana no motu no akola bi betumi akoho no akopetra akwa akotomu akonya sabi wowu bi a wobi nim dia akola nda ache wo ba abaye.
Ekuya is also worried about their inability to drink from the river.
Nsuo dia sisi dia kuroma ha dia kase enkwasa fo mu nsuo ma no ma nsuo bia ni ha nsuo ni nyina asese ti nsuo nsu ni ha.
The Chinese enter these communities and effectively mining everywhere they can find the precious mineral. Unit Committee Chairman for the area, Peter Awere, recounts the difficulty in dealing with the problem.
You two one am assembly no ya we also try best but because of scanty also be fight it opposition kra e be bo nti omo mu hu a e bi ho no mo so mo bo mo ni aguso but omo ya we say
In other news now, a chief in the Ashanti region who allegedly committed suicide might have been influenced by the activities of fraudsters. The Jasahini of Doreso in the Ashanti Achim North Municipality allegedly shot himself in what has widely been speculated to be his loss in a 120,000 cedi AFCON bet. But the family of 76-year-old Nana Opone Kwayan, known in his private life as Imano Oponi, says his death has nothing to do with betting. Details emerging suggest some fraudsters succeeded in parting with his vehicle and an undisclosed amount of money leading to his death. Erastus Asaridonko was in the small farming community and now reports.
The news of a chief committing suicide because he lost a bet in the AFCON has gathered waves on social media. Today, we are here at Daureso, where the incident itself occurred, to find out the truth behind these stories. Now, behind me is where it occurred. The deceased, before his retirement and death, had been a lecturer at the Akrokari Training College and the Kumasi Technical Institute. He was also a deputy director of education in the Bosome-Frehon district. In fact, this is somebody who is widely known within the community. Now, close to 2 weeks ago, on Friday in the morning, he pulled up his gun and killed himself right here. His family are incensed at reports he died by suicide due to his loss in a bet. 100-year-old Ama Anane is his mother.
Whatever rumor you heard was a lie. He's a calm person who will never involve himself in lottery or betting. I always advise my son. I know my son very well. He was never interested in betting and things like that.
The police officer told me that it is true. Even the gun is him. He collected 2 bullets. He used one to shoot himself, and one is with him as an evidence.
The chief of Daureso, Okojetuo Amakwajiman, reveals the deceased had his vehicle and some monies taken away by alleged fraudsters. He suspects this might have caused him to die by suicide.
Some say because the wife left him. Some say he has borrowed some amount from some people. Some say he has invested so much, and the people have not attended to his hearing. So I further heard that some boys came to collect his car, that they were going to sell the car, and then after the payment of the debt that he is owing, they will bring him the balance. Fortunately or unfortunately, he gave them the license, the papers of the car, and they took the car away. Upon that, I don't know Whether that was hunting him or it was an evil spirit that was hunting him, I cannot disclose. It is rather sad news, you know. And it's a disgraceful act to the town, especially. How?
Police will not immediately comment, but to say investigations have been initiated into the circumstances surrounding his death. Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Daureso, Asante Achem North, Ashanti region.
The quest to avert the reoccurrence of the tragedy which claimed the lives of 6 KJ children in 2017 has revived the communal labor spirit among residents of Breman Jamara in the central region. As work progresses at the community DA basic school site and in the multimedia group's classroom project, dozens of community members who have committed to providing labor and support of the project are honouring their word to ensure timely completion of the 3-unit classroom block. There's more in this report.
Led by their chiefs and elders, the local assembly, dozens of the community members converged at the construction site to dig the foundation for work to start. While the men dug for the foundation works, mixed concrete and molded blocks, the women fetched water among doing other auxiliary jobs to ensure progress of each day's work on site. A total of 51,000 Ghana cedis has been raised from a target of 155,000 Ghana cedis for 2 different classroom projects. 80% of materials needed for work to begin at the Breman Jamara site has been assembled out of the initial 51,000 Ghana cedis mobilized. With the help of an excavator and a tipper truck, the laterites required for the molding of the hydroform blocks were moved to site on the 30th of December 2021. Other materials including cement, 6-inch blocks, sand, chippings, iron rod and wood have also been assembled. Residents could not hold back their joy. They commended the multimedia group for committing to helping them rebuild the dilapidated school block.
I'm a assemblyman in my Jamara electoral area. Now, sending another nippon for it. You are a monfire school there. You are getting the come of facility CEO Methodist one. And I say, I'm back multimedia for to one moment. They have come to site. And what the material will be on them. And what
I am the assemblyman for the Jamara electoral area. The multimedia group has come to site with the needed materials to build a school for us. We are grateful to multimedia for the project. We hope it is completed on time.
I am very excited after seeing the materials that will be used to construct the new school block.
The project engineer and hydroform technology expert Samuel Kofi Abenyega is optimistic. All things being equal, work will be completed on schedule.
If we don't have or we don't face any harsh weather conditions, latest by 1st week of February, we should be done with the project. So we are grateful. I mean, we are all supporting. And then those of you who are also bringing in the support, we urge that continue bringing them because we need it now to complete it in the estimated time.
Progress of work requires additional support, both in cash and in kind. The Jamarahene Nana Fusu III, expressing appreciation for work done so far, emphasized the need for more support.
I stand here on behalf of the Jamara people that we are so grateful to them for helping us in this manner. We will continue to ask humbly to everybody to also come and help us.
The classroom project is supported by the Israeli Embassy, Forestry Commission, the Planned City Extension Project, DBS roofing sheets, and all who have so far donated to support the project. The Multimedia's Classroom Project is brought to you in partnership with the Star Ghana Foundation and the West Africa Civil Society Institute under the Giving for Change project, with funding from the Dutch Foreign Affairs Ministry. The Classroom Project promoting social justice through philanthropy. Amafa Ewenam Atiamwa Eli for Joy News. Brima Jamra.
Car detailing is a job dominated by men and one seen as an expensive luxury for many vehicle owners. One young woman is hoping to break through into the industry and build Ghana's first all-female car detailing shop. My colleague Justice Beru went to meet her.
I personally like motorbikes. I like motorbikes a lot. I would pick a motorbike over a car 1,000 times. So sometimes when you're coming, and I work with time. For me not to get here late, I have to take a motorbike. I'm Faisal Naila Ologo.
3 years ago, Naila was at the crossroads in her life. She had just come out of senior high school, no job, no money to move on to university, and even if she had, she didn't make the grades enough to get her into the course of her dream.
The goal was to actually find something that I would find happiness in doing. And I found myself in the automobile industry.
In 3 years, this young woman has gone from an amateur in this business to detailing some of the most expensive cars you can have. Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Benz, BMW, you name it.
How would they see a male and give the work to a female? It's being believed that when the work is being given to a man, they do it much better. Okay, because it's a male-dominating, world, and a female being in that position, doing that kind of work, okay, it's not so easy for them to easily trust and then just give the work to you. They don't trust the process until the work is delivered.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics show that only 1 in 10 people in the automotive repair and maintenance industry is a woman. The situation is not very different in Ghana. Naila wants to help change the trend.
An example is like somebody telling me, how would they see a male and give it to a female? You understand me? But for that same reason, somebody would actually give it to you. The person would freely give it to you. Do you understand me? So somebody would actually come with this reason, and for that same reason, somebody would actually give you that work. I'm looking at working with a lot of females. It has to be females everywhere you pass in my company. Okay, because I see a lot of potential in that. So there's a lot we can do. We don't only have to be selling, sitting inside the office. There are so many things we female can actually do. Okay, and these are one of the things. So I really want to motivate females into getting into this business because I would like to work with just females one day.
Naila Faisal has now gained admission into the University of Ghana after bettering her grades while on this job, and now hopes that her dream would blaze the trail for many more women to enter this industry. Justice Bedu, Joy News, Accra.
And that's how we end the AM News. For more news, you can log on to myjoyonline.com. My name is Mapito Sibidi. The AM show continues with Benjamin Akakpo. You don't want to go anywhere.